the way, you'll have to forgive that my right nostril looks a little weird. I have kind of a blood clot in it. Long story short, when the weather gets kind of dry, I tend to get nosebleeds. I inherited that from my mom's side of the family as far as I know. Anyway, if you see my blog for the past couple of days, you'll know that, and not to mention my Twitter, if you've seen those two, you know that I've been following some of what Debbie Schlussel has done, and obviously, if you're getting attacked by Debbie Schlussel and George Soros, and by the way, George Soros said that Mitt Romney is like Obama, so of course you have to take what George Soros says with a grain of salt. If you're getting attacked by Debbie Schlussel and George Soros, whether you're Jewish or Gentile, you know that you're doing something right. And so, as far as the kosher thing as well, there's this little, I guess, kind of kiosk type of thing, like a vendor kind of stand at UMBC called the Kosher Corner. I frequent the Kosher Corner when I can. However, when I can't, I try to choose the items that are kosher, and if I can't choose the items that are kosher, I just, relax, because at least I tried to choose the items that were kosher, and kosher can be very expensive by itself, and if you can't get things that are exclusively kosher, just try to pick out from the menu what you can that is kosher in order to make yourself an exclusively kosher meal. So even if Mitt Romney did cut kosher, it's not that Mitt Romney was being an anti-Semite or, as Debbie Schlussel might like to say, anti-Israel or pro-Hamas. It was just that Mitt Romney was cutting something that is very expensive, and for those of us who can afford kosher, well, we can afford kosher and we try to eat kosher, and even if we can't afford kosher or eat kosher, as I said, we do what we can. We pick out the kosher where there is kosher, and as the old saying goes, you do what you can with what you have where you are. So, by the way, the Redskins stuff is not mine, so I don't want to be getting any hate mail from any Ravens fans about it, or I don't want people saying any hateful things about it. Just so you notice back there. And obviously the Ravens didn't get into the Super Bowl, so it's the Patriots and the Giants this Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know who I'm going to be voting for yet. Probably not the Patriots. And I was going to say I'm not going to vote for the Giants because it used to be Tiki Barber's team. But now I remember that Tiki Barber was very critical of the recent coach. So, because I don't like Tom Brady, and because Tiki Barber was critical of the recent coach of the Giants, I think I'm going to be voting for the Giants in the Super Bowl.